Tonight, we are mourning the lives of two little children killed during their morning prayers. The tragedy unfolded at the Church of the Annunciation, located in South Minneapolis. 17 other people were shot, and tonight, Minnesota is once again in a state of shock. We're going to head straight to Minneapolis now for team coverage, where ABC 6 News reporter Brandon Anthony and Chandler Jackson spent the day looking for answers. We begin with Chandler tonight. And Chandler, you've heard from several local and state officials who no doubt are still mourning the assassination of one of their own, Melissa Hortman, and now this, another senseless shooting. What are they saying?
Yeah, Robin, as you can probably imagine, it's been a very difficult day for everyone involved, from the families and individuals who are impacted to the law enforcement diligently working to figure out why this all happened in the first place, all the way up to Governor Tim Walz, who I actually heard speak just a couple of hours ago outside of the school.
Hours after the shooting stopped, city and state officials gathered outside Annunciation Catholic Church and School, offering their condolences to the victims.
And we often come to these and say, these unspeakable tragedies, or there's no words for this. There shouldn't be words for these types of incidents because they should not happen.
In total, there were 19 victims. 17, mostly aged 6 to 15, with a few in their 80s, remain in the hospital but are expected to survive. However, 2, an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old, were pronounced dead at the scene, intensifying the grief. The suspect has been identified as Robin Westman, and their motive right now is still unknown, but we do know that it is believed they acted alone. Police say Westman was armed with 3 guns, a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol, saying Westman is believed to have fired all 3 during the volley of gunfire. However, Mayor Jacob Frey called on everyone to focus on those directly impacted by Westman's actions instead.
We should not be operating out of a place of hate for anyone. We should be operating from a place of love for our kids. Kids died today. This needs to be about them.
And of course, calls for action and change.
And it's on all of us to recognize the truth and the reality that we can't just say that this shouldn't happen again and then allow it to happen again and again beyond that. It's on all of us.
Governor Walz saying they will continue to work to find an end to these tragedies.
But what happened here today will not be gone. Minnesotans will not step away. We'll stand with this community. We'll redouble ourselves to do the best we can to understand what we can do to prevent any parent from having to receive the calls they received today.
As the healing process begins, the city is also working on ways to directly support the victims and those impacted by today's events. A text to donate line has been set up with help from the Minneapolis Foundation, so anyone who's interested in directly donating can text ACF1 to 41444. That's ACF1 to 41444. And we'll have that information available on our website at KAAL-TV.com as well. Live in Minneapolis, Chandler Jackson, ABC 6 News.
All right, thank you so much, Chandler. We turn now to ABC 6 News reporter Brandon Anthony, also in the Twin Cities tonight. And Brandon, you've been talking to people who are gathered at the scene. Of course, we're just seeing the images and reporting the incident, but you and they are there firsthand experiencing it all. It's got to be surreal today.
Yeah, Robin, it's absolutely devastating being from the Twin Cities myself, being up here. It's just hard to imagine someone would do this type of violence here in the city. People shaken up. There's flowers to my right that people were trying to get to the school. As you can see behind me, a little bit on the right, my shot. Just a complete devastating day here in Minneapolis.
Complete shock and disbelief. That is the mood on Wednesday outside of Annunciation Catholic School, as the Minneapolis community reels from such a senseless act.
Been absolutely devastating. So many families around here go to Annunciation. It's just been a staple point in this community.
One person who lives nearby described for me what he heard when shots first rang out.
Eerie silence and a ton of sirens. And then right away I just looked on mine and it popped up immediately.
Saying the horrific events hit home especially hard since he is from the area.
Son used to go to preschool here. I've come up coaching quite a few of the kids in 5th and 6th grade.
I went to Benone St. Margaret's, a private Catholic high school, and they have close ties with Annunciation. and it's just brutal to see.
Urging for something to be done about gun violence, saying things like this shouldn't keep happening.
We were literally praying when this happened. There need to be gun laws. There need to be stricter background checks. This needs to happen, because how many more kids need to be murdered before change?
Now, Robin, more people will continue to offer their condolences tonight. I'm told there will be a vigil at 8 p.m. that'll be at Lyndhurst Park here in Minneapolis as people continue to honor the victims lost here today. Live in Minneapolis, Brandon Anthony, ABC 6 News.
Right, Brandon, thank you. Just a sad, sad day today. And we were able to catch up with some of the victims' family members at the hospital describing horrifying scenes from inside the church as shots rang out. Take a listen.
The way he described what he witnessed, it rolled off his tongue effortlessly. Like he said, "Uncle, there was a piece of flesh that flew past my face." You know? He said, "I knew I was hit and I went down and scrunched, but within that process, I saw like a piece of flesh fly past my face." And he also witnessed a girl get shot in the head. I mean, he just said that effortlessly, like he was playing a video game.
Oh, that's just so tragic. Closer to home now tonight, Rochester Catholic Schools releasing a statement with President Tina Monosmith saying in part Rochester Catholic Schools is heartbroken by the unimaginable events that unfolded this morning at Annunciation Catholic School and Church. As a fellow Catholic school community, we extend our deepest prayers and heartfelt condolences to the families, staff, students, and the parishioners impacted by this profound loss. And our state senator from Rochester, also a former educator herself, Carla Nelson, issuing a statement today saying in part, "My heart is heavy at the news that is out of South Minneapolis this morning. Now, I learned of the shooting as I was getting ready to share a photo of my two granddaughters leaving their home for their first day of school. There are no words for such heinous acts inflicting terror upon children, and to do so in a place of worship is evil and devastating. My prayers are with every child, parent, educator, and parishioner affected by this senseless violence."